from the Caribbean. You can hear the accent, right? You can see the fro and everything, right? I'm from the Caribbean, and I grew up in a very religious, very oppressing background where there's a lot of otherness. If you dare to even try to step out of the group mentality, you get ostracized, make fun of, and you pay a very heavy price. Very early on, I knew. Very early on, I was different. I had my own opinions. I say I have opinions about having opinions, okay? But the difference is that I respect yours and I expect you to respect mine. That, to me, is a non-negotiable.
The next day after the Purple Sage Festival, I sat with Kat. She's a powerful sister. We had fun and we talked about some great things. Tap in, you might learn a thing or two.
Welcome to the Art of Rising. We're giving you bite-sized information for you to take in your daily life. We're here on the Stone Mountain Farm in Newport. We just had the Purple Sage, and I'm here with a wonderful guest, a person that was providing service to people, and we just got to talking more, so I figured that we open up a little bit more and share.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
sister,
you.
please introduce yourself. Let us know what you're doing with yourself.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm a healer. And me saying that comes from a lot of years of repressing and not accepting that I'm a healer. I am of the descendants of Taínos, and I help people see who they are and release trauma, generational trauma. And I use different modalities that are not Western modalities so they can be free, so they can embrace who they really are.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more into that.
Yeah.
How is it that you help people? Somebody comes to you and say, man, I'm going through this thing. I just don't know how to shake it, or can't move past it, or I can't go around it, or what is it that you do? How do you prepare them and those type of things?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. I use different modalities, and one of the modalities that I use is somatics. And I always explain that somatics is like meditation and therapy had a baby. That's somatics. And it's on steroids. So you can have transformation within 1 or 2 sessions. You can go to therapy. Therapy has its place, but in therapy, you're regurgitating, you're talking about the problem over and over again. We're already there. We already know we don't want that. Let's talk about where we want to be. And what somatics does, the work that I do, is finding in the body where the trauma is sitting, completing that process, acknowledging that that's how I felt, that's how it happened. But today, I acknowledge it, I release it, and then I can replace it for how I want to feel. And that can happen like that.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So they come to you, let's play that scenario out. They come to you, and how's it look? You lay them down, you sit them down, you breath, or...
Yeah, it all depends. So I've done a lot of my work is online. Since the pandemic, you could just do sessions. It's that powerful. But now I've seen people want to see one-on-one in person, which is okay because they think it's not as powerful, but it is very powerful if you do it online. We start with a conversation. It's really connecting their spirit with my spirit, and I see them and I just ask them questions. As simple as, how you doing today? And then we just connect human. It's a human connection. It's like, yes, I'm the practitioner. Yes, I'm the healer, but I'm here. I'm your fellow sister, and I want to connect with you. See how you're doing today. So they feel seen. They calm down. They relax. And then I talk. Is there anything else is there anything today that you want to work on? What would you like to change in your life? And then they start talking and about this and about that. I'm taking notes because as they're talking, they're giving me the map of where we need to go. And sometimes we need to go back, and I just get a download, and I'm like, okay, we need to go at 5. I don't know how that just comes. We go back to 5 years old because I also use hypnosis. I regress them to 5, so their version of today goes back and sees their 5-year-old, and they reconcile. Because many times there's a severance, and they don't realize, and then he or she comforts that 5-year-old, and that they give themselves what they needed at 5. At whatever age they are today. So that's the kind of work that we're doing.
Wow.
And then we're going in and I'm giving them words of affirmation. I'm giving them, this is who you are. Because we forget. We have been told for years who we are. And we forget. And we believe them because they're our parents, they're our teachers. We don't realize, no. I get to say who I am, embrace that, and then your life changes. Because now you're not in the program anymore. You take the red pill, so to speak.
Right.
You get out
I
of the
love that.
matrix. Yeah.
That's incredible. We do tell on ourselves, right? We do. You just get people to start talking, then get comfortable, and then they start saying, and be like, you see, it's right there.
It's right
that
there.
thing. Yeah, you're saying it right there.
Right. And
Yeah.
oftentimes they're saying something, I don't know what it is. And I'm like, well, you just cannot. I always ask permission.
Mm.
Can I share something? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, you just said this. And when you said that, this, and that. And they're like, I said that. I'm like, you did. You said that. So then I'm not telling them. I am putting in an idea, a suggestion, and it's for them to say, I see it.
Right.
And because I'm not forcing it, and it's almost like outside of them, they're like, oh, yeah. And then we explore that. So it's a beautiful give and take permission, and it's guiding. I'm not pushing. I don't have an agenda. And I am resourced. That's the other thing. Many healers are trying to help people when they themselves need help. So I only do sessions where I'm fully fed, I'm rested, and I know that whatever they share with me is not going to break me, because I'm doing the work myself. I receive this medicine myself that I give. So when I say, hey, you can tell me anything, it's not gonna hurt me. We're not gonna end here and I'm gonna go cry in the closet. I'm good. And the way I say it, I look at it in their eyes, they're like, yeah, I can lay everything down here. It's a solid place. She's solid. And that's why we need healers that are solid themselves.
Incredible. And I wanted to step a little bit more into that, because this is fascinating. Perhaps you can tell us, how was your upbringing when you were coming up? What was the indoctrination and the training and all of that? And then how did you come out of that, or step into that other thing?
Yeah, such a good question. And I love the way you said indoctrination, because that's exactly what it was. So I'm from the Caribbean. You can hear the accent, right? You can see the fro and everything, right? I'm from the Caribbean. And I grew up in a very religious, very oppressing background where there's a lot of otherness. If you dare to even try to step out of the group mentality, you get ostracized, make fun of, and you pay a very heavy price. Very early on, I knew. Very early on, I was different. I had my own opinions. I say I have opinions about having opinions, okay? But the difference is that I respect yours, and I expect you to respect mine. That, to me, is a non-negotiable. And I kept butting heads with it. And I kept hearing words. And I don't know if you had this growing up, but they use these words that I do not allow in my presence: stupid and idiot. I looked them up in the dictionary. This is early, talking 8, 9 years old. I went to the dictionary. I knew how to use it. I looked it up and I said, this is what I said: I am not these things. I rejected it. I said, so I one day I confronted the person that was saying all the time. I said, is this what you think I am? It was a moment where I couldn't even get in trouble, because the version of me that showed up, and I'm just realizing this, the version that questioned that was not someone that you can get in trouble. I said, I am not these things. And ever since then I rejected it, and I'm like, you can say it, I'm not receiving that. So it was a decision that I made very on, like started at 10. I said, I'm going to move to America, as what we said it back then in the Caribbean. I'm going to move to America. I'm going to go to college in America, and I'm going to marry a gringo. That's what I said. Because for me, gringo meant openness.
Right.
They will allow me to be who I am. And to me, that was eminent. I need to be able to be who I am. And I said that without no way of how I'm going to get a green card, how we're going to move. I don't speak the language. That was none of my business.
The
money. I didn't think of that. I began to incant to myself, I'm moving to America. I'm going to study there, because I knew this is where my people are. I'm going to be able to be myself. And I'm going to marry this person that will allow me to be myself. Years go by. I go to school. I'm writing, always with the word. 18 years old. Magically, we all get green cards. Where did we move to? America. Where did I study? In America. Who do I marry? Is another story. I married a gringo.
Manifest.
Yes, master manifestor. We are.
Wow, that's incredible. Myself too. I grew up in a household that was Catholic,
Mm.
you know, but the good Catholics, the ones that
Oh.
only go on Easter,
Yeah.
you know, and wear a nice suit, and you
Yeah.
know, like put that nice hat. But other than that, you didn't have to go.
Wow.
Just pray, and you know, if you wanted to get more involved, you would, you know, find the priest and then confess, you know, and then he'll,
Yeah.
you know, dissolve all those things. He'll tell you what to do, you
Yeah.
know.
And then do it again in 5 minutes. At the
And
moment you come
right,
out.
right, exactly, you know, right. But it was all right, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how they did it. And then there was lots of medication too, you know, with the substances and alcohols and different things like that. So that foundation of that, it was a little skewed. And you know, they always show you that image of Jesus, right? You know,
European
that's
Jesus.
I'm just speaking
Yeah.
on, right. I'm just speaking, I'm not bashing, I'm just saying that, talking about my upbringing. They show you this image of this white man, you know, with the beard, you know, and they go, "Oh, that's Jesus, that's God," you
Yeah.
know. And then I'm here in society and I see other people who look just kind of like that, and they're oppressing me. They're keeping me down and telling me
Yeah.
in so many words,
Wow.
leaders, teachers, doctor, that you're stupid, you're an idiot,
Yeah.
you're not enough, you're not what we are, and those type of things. And as
Wow.
I grew older, I started realizing, hey, it's not like that. And then I started learning more, like, wait a minute, it's really not like that, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
And I always find that fascinating, Kat, where, you know, the Europeans went into these countries and did these horrendous crimes against these people, right? But yet gave them the God that looks just like them, and then they
Yes.
bow down to that.
Wow.
It's deep,
It's deep because they're giving the
deeply
people a
embedded.
God. You're assuming that they don't have a God already,
Right,
that they
right,
don't have a relationship, a
exactly.
deep
Yep.
relationship with the
Right.
Creator.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you tell people that are more advanced than you
Mm-hmm.
that my religion is better than your religion?
Yes, that's
Not
right.
even religion, your being, your reference to the world, how you see yourself. And I never thought put that together. I'm gonna give you a Jesus that looks like me, so that the underlining message is, so if I look like that Jesus, you gotta bow down to me.
Right.
That's
Right.
huge.
Yep, it's huge. It's deep. It always fascinates me too. And during the Purple Sage, there was some things that were going on, and some singing, and there was words, you know, because we're just open like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
And I did hear from another person, oh, I'm not going to be a part of that because I'm hearing some things and that doesn't jive with me. And I'm, you know, he already said
Yeah.
who he is according to his belief system and the indoctrination, you know, which I respect that and all that. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, you know, I respect that, and just continue with what we were doing,
Yeah.
you know. But it always fascinates me about this thing that you so strongly believe in, and you're not open to any of these other things. Like,
Right.
what punishment you will receive by just sitting in a circle and, I don't know, change the words. Say Jesus, I don't, or Muhammad, or
Whatever
Buddha,
it
or
is.
Krishna. That's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's that indoctrination is deep. It's deep.
Well, the issue with the name is so limiting. If your God is gonna get mad or upset or tripped up about what you call him, that's not a God worth following.
Right.
He knows who he is. His identity, it's rooted. You don't need to, he needs no defending.
Right.
You need to fight for him and go to words for him. And other generations, other cultures have names, different names. Why can we honor that?
Exactly.
Why can I respect you the way
Right.
you call it? He's okay. He's good.
Right. Right.
So I defaulted because I had such a horrific, I would say, experience with religion, and people call it church hurt. We went through that several times.
Church hurt. Wow.
That's powerful.
That's
The place where
powerful.
you should be the safest, the place where you should go for comfort and refuge, was a place of a lot of pain. So I didn't have any empathy. I was like, if you don't call it Jesus, if you don't call it that, if you don't do that, and there was no love. And Jesus is love.
Yep.
The God is love. And we're supposed to be like him because he is love, right?
I do. I tell people, for me, like the virgin birth or the resurrection, those things are really not too, they're important, but they're not really important. The important part is the middle part. Like, what did he say? What did he do?
What did
How
he
did he treat
do?
people? How did he, create this environment of love
Yeah.
and acceptance, and there was anger too. Like
It was real.
I saw this one post that was saying, you're clearly sitting at tables that you were meant to turn over.
Ooh, that part.
Yeah, that hit me. I was like, oh man, that's
Wow.
incredible.
That's
But
powerful.
I usually do tell people, let's say you have children, and one child comes to you and says, Papi, you're, oh, okay. And the other child comes and says, Daddy, okay. And the other one goes, hey, Omar, or hey, are you going to go, okay, no, I can't take these kids, only
Yeah.
this kid over here. Like, they're all your children.
Yeah.
You would say, it's
Come.
okay, just come, call me, whatever. What would
Yeah.
that matter,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So in talking about how I got out of it, so I was able to have this awakening, and I had a fight. And I knew that he could take me being mad at him. So I was actively mad. And I was telling him, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear. I'm mad. I felt he dropped me. I'm like, here I am serving. I'm like going on mission trip, loving on people. But then the background, what happened was the veil was removed. And I saw the background, and it was not pretty.
Yes, the Wizard of Oz.
It was not pretty. So I said, you know what? You dropped me. I'm mad. I left. But then I miss him. That's my creator. So my eyes were open, and I realized how I was not loving to people that did not call it or did not practice or all this shit, right? So I went through that. And then my heart was changed to be sensitive. And so when I do my videos, I say, I call it God, but you might call it creator, mother nature, whatever you call it. Then I realized I got feedback from some people that wanted to watch my videos, but they said they got triggered by the word God. And I'm like, he's not triggered by that. So then I sat with it. I didn't change it. To me, it's still God. But then I sat with it, and I sat with it, and I said, if I want them to hear the message, and I'm love, and he's okay with whatever you call him, to me, the word creator is a very powerful word. And I say creator just the same with a big capital C, the creator. I'm like, I said, that's the word I'm going to use. And I'm not going to explain, that's how I call it. I'm just going to say the creator.
Right. I was learning recently that the word God is a Germanic word that they created not that long ago in the history of humans. So they've created that word to explain this thing, but it's really
not real.
It's not a real. It's
No.
really
There's
the creator.
no name. It's Yahweh.
There's no name.
There's no name.
Right. If you notice when we open the ceremony, the prayer, my prayer is usually we pray to the one that goes by many names but has no name at all. There's no name. We're putting that box, but it's great. Thank you for sharing that about growing up and coming out of these households, because we are survivors of our parents and these upbringings, but it seems like we need to go through some of these things in order to step into the power.
It was so painful. I can tell you, I cried. I remember driving and crying, and there was during the pandemic, so I'm isolated, removed from the only community that I had, that I thought I loved and I felt hurt by. Today, I can say, with all honesty, it was the biggest gift. It was the biggest gift. As painful as it was, as it broke me open. And it brought me back to love. I can tell you that when I pray for people, as I pray for you today, it came from the heart. I'm connected. I'm still praying. I'm still laying hands on people. It's just different. I'm not in the, I call it, I'm not in the building anymore. I'm not in the building anymore, but the mantle's still there. I've always been a healer. I know where my gift comes from, and I know how to love on people because I was not loved the way that I needed to. And that's the best gift you can have when you get dropped.
Right.
When you go back, you're like, I know how to hold you.
That's beautiful.
I know how to sit with you.
With the Purple Sage Festival, that we're creating these environments where people can come and express themselves however they see fit. That's why we have different service people and vendors and different types of music. If you saw the first artist that came on, they call First Fruits. Excuse me. Yeah, very Christian. Jesus and oh man, I love it. That's beautiful. And then the other guy coming talking about spirit and energy, and then the other artist talking about the creator or it's okay.
It's okay.
We embrace all of those things, and we usually like to say to people that, the Purple Sage Festival, it's not spiritual. It's you.
Mm.
We're not doing this religious or spiritual thing, because some people, have that preconceived notion like, oh, I'm not doing that because I'm a Christian. Like, we're not doing Ouija boards and these type of candles and seance. We're not doing that. Just enjoy. Just
Yeah.
be yourself. You want to speak a word, speak it. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Whatever that you want.
Thank you for saying that, because the fear that many religious people have is that we're doing this dark magic, we're doing all these weird things. They're assuming. They don't even know.
Right.
They don't even know what's happening.
Right.
And it was, I remember growing up, like, you couldn't go to the movies because people that go to the movies go to do bad things, and they're doing like sexual things. I'm like, you think people are gonna pay all that money?
Right.
Because movies are expensive.
Right.
I'm gonna go watch a movie.
Right.
You were talking about something that you heard somebody say that somebody else said. You don't even know what goes on. It's a place where you sit and it's a big screen and you watch something. So where is your information coming from? How outdated? When was the time that you updated that program?
Right.
Because many programs are outdated, and you are judging people based on somebody else's judgment, and you don't even know that's a beautiful soul.
Right.
And they might be able to help you and guide you and help you heal.
Right.
But because you are in this box, you're missing out.
Right. I know. That's, people say, oh, are you? And I go, you know what? I'm a free thinker. That's what I am. I don't, if you want to put me in a box, put that label on the box right there. Because I just, be open to these things. You don't know what can happen. Some song, some person that you meet, there's no dogma. There's no, set of things like that. As long as you respect other people, then you're welcome in the circle. We respect you. We've helped people get back to whatever it is that they believe. That's beautiful. And oftentimes they've cut us off. They go, no, we just can't go to your ice plunge or what? I'm like, why? Oh, because now I found it. But if you think about it, we helped you get there.
Yeah.
You see, we helped you realize that. So why wouldn't you come and help us, teach us? I want to know more about what is it that you know.
Yeah. When you're open, somebody says to me, is be flexible. And I love that, because when you're flexible, you can receive from different places, and you don't know where you're going to be. Somebody's going to give you one little sentence in passing. Sometimes it's simple. They don't think much of it, but to you, it changes your life because you're receptive. Where can my next level, my upgrade come from? It's when I'm receptive and open and be like, I don't know everything. I'm not sure if you met those know-it-alls. Like, you cannot tell them anything. You start saying something, they cut you off, they know everything. How can I help you?
Right.
You arrived. You're good.
Right. I know. Yep. Yeah. That was Yogananda in the autobiography of a yogi. He said, when you meet people like that they're arguing those points, don't argue with them. Don't. Just leave it alone. It's okay. It's all right. That's it.
All right.
Yeah. 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 It's always better like that, to be open, because I feel that the Creator just wants us to be like that. We're here in this realm to help one another. Let's just do that. How can I help you?
Yeah, that's how children are. That's why he said, be like children.
Right.
Children are open. They're curious.
Kingdom of God belongs to the children.
They play. They are open, and they'll ask a boy or a little girl, can I play with you? How amazing is that? You walk up to another healer and say, hey, can we share a medicine?
Can I play with you?
Can I play with you?
It's all play. It's all play. We worry about all these things we shouldn't worry. And that's what these environments that we're doing our best to cultivate. Let people know, like, this is a safe environment. Just come through. You don't have to partake in all that. Just hear some music and eat some great food and learn. You see some of the people, the vendors that are here, herbalists, massage and energy working, or some momentum of whatever it is that you feel speaks to you, a crystal, a bracelet, a necklace, some earrings. Like, then you go home and share that with the world. Go back to that grind or whatever, and maybe it helps you in some way, realize.
Hopefully helps you not go back. Maybe it helps you not go back, because I think what we have lost is being safe within ourselves, being grounded. And a lot of people talk about grounding. Oh, you got to put your feet on the ground and be with the grass and all that stuff. But grounding is deeper than that. Grounded is being deeply rooted in knowing who you are. Because if you know who you are, nobody can sway you left or right. Nobody can derail you from your journey, from your path. So taking the time to say, who is Kat? And I spend a lot of time, I spend all my time with myself, but I'm very intentional about the time that I spend with myself. So I can get to know I'm not the same. I can tell you 100%. I'm not the same person that showed up here yesterday. The version of me that is leaving, and I leave her here, and I'm grateful for that version. But this new version, she knows different things. She's learned different things. She feels mellower, more in touch with her feminine side, with her healer side, and I move forward. But I know that it's deep. It's deep in I'm cemented in that. So anything else comes up, oh, you're not a healer. That's okay. You can say that. That's good, brother, sister. That's good.
Right.
I know who I am.
Yeah, for a long time also walked around doubting things and not sure who I was. And I tell you, Kat, there was a time when I looked in the mirror and I said, I don't even know who you are.
Wow.
And I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. Like to be that lost, to look at your own reflection and go, who are you?
Wow.
So in my studies, I learned that in ancient Kemet and even in Greece too, before you stepped into the temple or when you saw the oracle in Adelphi on the temple, right there it said, know thyself. Before you went into the temple.
Yes.
So where I live, before you go into my sanctuary where my children are and my wife, I have a big sign that I put right there. Know thyself. Before you come into the temple, asking for things and wanting all that, spend time with yourself. Get to learn yourself. Who are you? And be solid in that.
Be solid and then be willing to ask for what you need. We are so guarded as a species, as a society of I'm not gonna show you, I'm not gonna ask you because then I'm less. Why? And I say that to people. I said to someone, I'm ready to take your medicine. I'm ready to sit with you and hear what you may have for me.
I love that.
And I receive. And I got a couple things in that might seem small, life-changing. I was open, even though I'm providing a service, I was doing my sessions, I was paying attention. And I was open and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take that. I'm big on that. I see something, I'm incorporating that. I'm not afraid to say, I learned something today. I don't know. I can tell you, I don't know everything. And I don't want to get to a point where I know everything. I'm open to upgrading.
Right.
Open.
Some belief systems, I've learned that they say, one of the best things you could say is, I don't know. No matter how much you feel that you know, you just, I don't know. Because we don't really know.
No. Or we're limited. You can know, and then somebody else gives you your blind side. Let's talk about blind sides for a second. Many of us have them, and we act like we don't. And if we're humble and flexible, somebody with the right heart comes and shows you the other side of the coin, your whole life changes.
Right.
Because we all have them. But if we come up and I'm like, oh, I am Catherine Storing, blah blah blah. I'm just Cat.
Right.
I'm just Cat.
Yep. Yeah.
And you may see something. You may have something that will change my life if I'm willing to receive it, and vice versa. But am I willing to not only be wrong, but am I willing to have partial information?
That's powerful. That's powerful. Yeah. Usually, people say, who are you? And they go, oh, I'm Mike, I'm Jim, I'm Frank. Like, when people say, who are you? I don't say, I'm Omar. I say, my name is Omar. This is the name they gave me. And what does Omar mean? See, because many people don't know what their name means. You have this label that you walk around with for your entire existence here. You don't even know the meaning of it. It's like chair. You know what chair is. When you hear chair, you go, oh, you already have the chair. But when they say Omar, they go, oh, that's just his name. But Omar means eloquent speaker. That's what Omar means. Beautiful. So I try my best to embody that. Why wouldn't I use my voice to speak and share with the world some of my ideas and my beliefs, and that can change from day to day.
Yeah,
so
that's powerful. I met somebody yesterday and she told me, say her name. And I'm like, oh my God, amazing that you have that name and you feel like that. She said, no, I reparented myself. And I gave myself this name. So she realized what she was called.
Reparenting herself. That's beautiful. I'm taking that.
Yes. For real. We get to be the parents that we didn't have. So there was a point where I said, okay, I'm not getting what I want, and I can keep looking for what I want, right? Or I can say, God's my father. And he's perfect and he loves me. So I'm not looking in anybody. I'm not looking for a father figure anymore. I chose the one.
That's beautiful.
So I'm good.
Right.
I'm really good.
Right.
Because I can go to him at any time. I was in a session the other day, Friday. I was in a session when this person was going through, and I called him in. When I tell you, the room changed. The walls came off because he couldn't contain the presence. I'm telling you, just get chills thinking about it. And I got mine too. Even though I was leading, I began to speak over this young man. And then I said, we. I went from him, only you, to we. I said, we are servants. And this thing that we have doesn't come from us. And when we call, he comes. Woof, when I'm telling you, that was, I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow. But I did not doubt that if I asked for help, if I called, that he was coming. My creator was going to come every time. Every time. So when you have that knowledge.
Right, that trust. Too.
That trust. What can you not do?
Right, right. Oftentimes it's the fear too. Fear. Lots of these belief systems. There's many belief systems, right? Yeah. I was indoctrinated into one of them, but when you start to study them, many of them are like fear-based. And I started to learn that I had this vision of this powerful thing waiting right around the corner with its motorcycle boot ready to crush me for any wrong thing that I said or did or believed or thought. I was like, I thought something, oh my God, how could I think that? And, you know, but as you study, you get to learn that thoughts, they're just thoughts. That's all they are.
Observe it.
And we should just look at it like clouds in the sky, just passing. Just look at it. Interesting. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So it was freeing for me to just let that fear go and go, wow, you know, I'm good. I'm here for this purpose. I see my purpose. I know my purpose. I'm cultivating that. However that is, letting people in and letting go people too, because it works both ways. I embrace this and then people just come for a season. You have to let that go too. And just be open. Be open.
Yeah. I love that word that you said, cultivating. It was very visual for me, very graphic, because it takes us back to the land. When you're cultivating, you are pruning, you're adding water, you're adding different things, and you are moving the plants and you're talking to them. It's such a beautiful process to commune with your purpose and tend to it.
Intend with that intention.
Yeah.
I know words have power.
Yeah, they do. Because this is a gift. This is a gift. And when somebody gives you a gift, they want you to use it. That's what you buy. That's what you get it, right? You want them to enjoy it. You want it to be put to use. And the call that I have, and I know you're doing it, I'm doing it, is use your gift. The best way to thank the creator for the gift is to use it.
Right, right. Oftentimes people walk around with that. They know it, they feel it, they did, but they go like, oh no.
Not yet.
I'm not yet. I'm not ready. Yeah, but I don't look like, you know, or I don't have the degrees or
the certificates, remember? I don't have the certificate.
Right, the certificate, right? Exactly.
You need to go print it. You know
go
what?
Print it. Exactly. Just make your own.
You need it, print it.
Do the AI. Just say, I want a certificate of this, and and then it'll ask you, do you want it in a format? Yes. Print it out, put it in a frame, and put it on your wall.
Yeah.
If that's what you need.
That's what you need. But the certificate is the practice. It's in the doing. Right. A lot of people want to be a healer, but they're not healing. They're not sitting at the feet of a healer. They're not, okay, can I carry the water for you, so to speak, so I can be in your presence?
Can I wash your feet?
Yes. Be humble enough. Be humble enough.
In this country, for them to find like a mentor, like they have like life coach and these type of things now, but When you go like to Eastern philosophy, they'll find a guru right away. They'll find a sensei right away.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem. They can recognize this person has something that I need that is elevated. Let me sit at your feet. Let me study. Let me serve. You know the old story, the Chinese movies, right? Oh, I want to learn. And right, he goes, go get me some tea.
Yeah.
Okay. And wash the floor and dust and make the beds. Like, what are you not teaching me nothing?
Yeah. Mr.
Like,
Miyagi, remember? Exactly. Wax on, wax off.
Right? Yeah. That's it.
He was learning.
Exactly. But in this country, we're like, oh no, but I paid for this, man. I've got the certificate. I've got the degrees and these type of things. And but it's that humbleness, like that openness to serve, to allow it. Oh, he's not gonna talk to me like that.
You're not ready.
Just right, exactly. Just be open.
Yeah.
This country's like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's tons of opportunities here, for people to be open and to help to teach and to learn and stuff like that. For those that are ready, with the ears to learn and stuff. So,
and for us, for people that look like us,
right?
We were talking about that yesterday. People that look like us, for us to step into those shoes and reclaim our heritage,
right?
Reclaim our inheritance. This gifts, these plants, these practices, they're ours. We have been practicing. It's in our DNA. Our great grandmothers, which is in our DNA today, that's in us.
Right.
That's part of our inheritance. And we're like, you have an inheritance. You have great inheritance. But you got to step into that and say, I'm this. I'm a healer. I create. I'm a chemist. I'm an alchemist. Whatever it is, claim it. And there's something to be said about taking that on and say, I'm a healer. And almost immediately, you see opportunities come for you to help someone, to guide them.
Yes. When some of these things were pushed upon us and our ancestors back in the days, they did it by force. They came with the sword and the Bible, right? Or whatever belief system. And they were like, often they got both, like you could choose one, but often they got the whip also. So you would think ancestors, like when we're from, right? Many Africans ended up there in the Caribbeans. They were the indigenous people, the Tainos that were there, which I learned that Taino is more of a word for many groups of people. They're just putting that word to it. There was different tribes and those type of things. But when they came with that force and the abuse, where they were throwing babies up in the air and catching them on the blaze and putting the dogs you already know, right? Because from Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, the Antilles that were there. So you would imagine, here you are with children and you see this, right? But you have this belief system and all that. You wouldn't teach that to your children. You wouldn't. Out of safety. You would be like, you want to tell them the real, but you want to protect them. So what do? You go, believe in this. Pray. Go to the church. Go to the synagogue. Put the clothes on. Cut your hair and those, those rituals. So some people say, no, it's just the way that this, no. It was forced upon us. And we need to unlearn all of these things, unlearn it, and embrace some of these ancestral medicines and all of the teachings and the love and the openness.
Go back to the island. Go back to Africa. I mean, we have that. I will say I'm Afro-Latina. I'm heavy on the Afro part. I embrace that, my blackness. I embrace my roots, indigenous roots, because that's who I am. I have unlearned all the things that were said about that I was. I'm like, I'm not gonna identify with the colonizer. I'm not colonizable. I'm already. You're saying that I don't have culture, that I don't have roots, that I don't have story. That's what colonizing means. I'm gonna bring you to the light. No, sir.
Incredible.
Right?
Tell me a little bit more about that, about embracing those roots. What have you learned about the culture and uncovering those things, and about yourself and how you relate to those things?
Yeah, it's like you're talking about the hair. So in the DR, it was a practice, and it's still practiced today. If you have curly hair, which 95% of people have this hair, right? they put chemicals on it, and you need to be as European as possible. Don't go out in the sun so you don't have your beautiful brown skin. Early on, I'm like, I love this hair. I didn't think there was anything wrong with the way that I looked. I loved it. That's how I was created. I loved it. It was like, no, we got that hair is unruly. And when I moved here, within a couple of years, I cut all that off. I'm like, no, I'm going natural. And then for 30 years, I had my hair long, beautiful curls, wild. And then as I was going through my transformation even deeper, I'm like, you know what? I really want to look even. I just wanted to highlight the essence of that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cut all this fucking hair off. And I cut it off all again. And I'm like, I want to be almost like in your face. This is who I am. And also, hair has a lot of history. And I'm like, this hair is been on my head for a long time. I want to release some things. Since it was very symbolic to me, I just went, got up myself, got my own scissors. I do my own hair. I chopped that thing off, and then I'm like, I am embracing my culture, and I'm gonna connect, and I'm learning about the different practices. I'm learning from people in different islands, and I'm learning, okay, what's our medicine? I'm learning what happened to our ancestors. I'm learning where in Africa are my people from, and embracing my gifts. Because I was telling you earlier, I was fighting all these gifts that I have because they're not Western, because they're not European. And then I'm like, I surrender. And that's the best word that I can say. I surrender to what always has been. And I said, okay, I'm a healer. And I couldn't even say that. I would be afraid when I even created my healing cards. I was afraid that I would be like, oh my God, it's a magic, or I'm going to be misunderstood. And I'm like, they're called healing cards. Healing cards. I have practices that within 30 seconds, you can go from feeling manic and feeling obsessed and oppressed to feel free. Why am I afraid if some people are not going to get it? I'm going to be misunderstood by the wrong people regardless. So misunderstand. But this is who I am. So I'm out. I feel I keep saying like I'm out of the woo-woo closet. I'm out. And some people are not gonna get it, and that's okay. Right. But I'm not gonna not be who I am because of fear. This is who I am. And I stand for that. And when I do that, miracles happen. Every time I embrace who I am, miracles for me and miracles for others. And I get to recognize people like you, people like we're here this weekend. And it's like, it's beautiful to be in that space. It's beautiful to be in a place where you don't have to explain. There's no background. There's no certifications. There's none of that. They see you and you see them. That's
what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what Omziel is doing. You know, my wife, she shared with me that you guys share some of that commonality about the towns too.
Both her parents. So her mom is from the same town my mom is from. This is wild. And my dad is from the same town her dad is from.
Right.
She said, are you kidding? I'm like, no.
What is that town?
So Barahona in Puerto Plata.
You're right. Oh, Puerto Plata.
So north and south. North and south.
Yeah.
And I'm like, never met her.
See, I know.
From the DR.
I know.
And the same towns.
I know. I know.
All connected already.
I know.
Connected.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So tell me more now about the cards that you have. Because I remember when I met you, you said, oh, I have these cards. And I was like, right away, I thought, oh, so you're reading the cards, tarot cards. And you're like, no, this is about like, anyway, let me let you explain it. Go ahead.
As I am embracing who I am. So the cards is all brown girls. I'm embracing. So I was at a conference in December and I got this download in the conference right there. And then do your card deck. They're healing cards. I'm like, okay, in the conference, there's speakers that I flew to Phoenix to see, and I'm in my phone taking notes. I'm not creating. I'm taking notes. These are the name. This is how many cards you're gonna do. This is the concept. Download it. Cards that you can take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, connect you back to yourself. That's why they're called healing cards, and they're beautiful. This is a beautiful image. Like the first one is anchor yourself. Anchor yourself. Before you go out into the world, be rooted in who you are. Connect. So many different 44 cards of beautiful to look at. And celebrating my heritage, the beautiful brown girls, right? The big fro, the jewelry, the paint, this dark skin, you know. And I was afraid. I was not sharing them. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna think they're tarot cards. It was like, and I was over explaining. I'm done doing that.
Right,
No,
right.
they're healing cards. You wanna think they're not? The right people are getting them.
Right.
Last night, one of the amazing people here, she's like, tell me more. So I'm explaining. So she pulled one, and I said, any card you pull is gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear in that moment. So she takes a card. She's like, I'm gonna do another one. I'm like, do another one. And I love that for her. And then she said, I'm gonna do another one because she knew that there was something else deeper. Boom. She gets the third one. She said, ooh, when I hear that, I know it's hitting. She's like, can I take a picture? Yes, take a picture. She took the picture. Now she has that. And now it changed her trajectory. One card. But I was obedient to make that. It was a work. I had issues with technology and it was but then they came, I did it. I was obedient to that. And now I get messages from people. They have gone, I put them on retreats. So I created the cards, the healing cards. I have my own Reiki infused soaps. And I got this download. Many healers have retreats and they want to do a goodie bag. They want to have something that goes with it. You're going to create these goodie bags. So now retreats. And then the next thing was your pre-rolls. Play with the herbs. Learn the herbs. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn herbs. And I begin to learn. And I'm like, I'm not finding in the market what I'm looking for. Because to me it's sacred. All of this is sacred medicine. So for me, this is something it's a curse and a blessing. When I don't find something in the market, that means that I have to create it. And I'm obedient to that. So I'm like, okay, I'll create my own pre-rolls.
Right.
And I did.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I do want to talk about the pre-rolls, but before we do that, the cards in particular, when I seen the cards, like the images that just popped out, like I was like, yes, they were so beautiful and they spoke to me and people of color and that energy was like so high.
Celebrating us.
Yes.
Like we are in the cover. You know that representation matters. People don't realize what that means. When you represent someone, when you see yourself on the screen, they don't get that. Many people don't get that. Like, why are you fighting to have people of color on the screen? Because there's a little girl that is sitting there, and then she's seeing somebody on the main screen, on the main stage, and then now she sees herself. And that's what Oprah did for me. For years, I watched her, and I said, "She's a woman of color," and I loved speaking. And like you're talking about your voice, that's what I do. I write and I speak. I do poetry. I sing. I write books. I'm seeing this woman with a microphone and she inspired me. I'm like, I could do that. I can be there.
Right.
So now I wear my hair. You don't know how many girls tell me, oh my God, I could do this. I could do this. Like they see themselves in me. So the cards is an homage to our heritage, the beautiful brown girls. I want them to see themselves.
Yes.
You can be on the cover. You also deserve to be celebrated and be the protagonist. You don't have to be the maid anymore. You know what happened in the movies that the brown girl's the maid. No. You own the house.
Right.
You own the cover.
That's right. Yep.
You are the boss. You have the company. You're the CEO. That's our place.
That's our place.
That's our place. And we're speaking that for whoever's watching and listening this, you're the CEO. You own the network. You create the radio station. So there's no shadow banning. Nobody can cancel you when you own it. So don't work for them. Create your thing.
Right. That's beautiful. I love that. And now the herbs that you're working with, the pre-rolls. I know we have some here, and I wanted to, highlight them, speak to them. So tell us what we have here.
Yeah, and then again, front and center, it's the same brown girl with the fro, highlighted with the beautiful paintings in her face and the jewelry decorated. And it's sacred. So I call them sacred smoke because I'm taking back the herbs. Unfortunately, cannabis has such a negative connotation because people have abused it because they did not know it's sacred. So I was reintroduced to cannabis. I didn't never, again, it was blacklisted. You know cannabis at all. So I didn't do that as a kid. And then in 2011, I tried it, and I was like, oh, what's this? I don't get the whole hype about this. I can laugh like that by myself. Just me.
Exactly.
So I didn't like it. I didn't like the flavor. Forgot about it. I realized it was not a bad thing. And then fast forward to earlier this year, I'm at a beautiful retreat center, and somebody has, and I feel the call, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And they had mixed it with lavender, and I was like, whoa! And the setting was very sacral, so I was open and flexible, and I said, this is not. I even call it cannabis. I don't call it the number with the W, because it's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same. So
it's not the same.
So I'm like, oh my God, I'm open. But then people, what they have is only cannabis, nothing else. And I don't need that. I don't need to get high. I don't need to. I met her as a medicine. I re-met her, right? So I'm gonna honor her. So I begin to look in the market. How can I find this beautiful medicine in its form, and it's just a little bit? It goes a long way to open you up. So I couldn't find it. So I began to research for months. Okay, what do we do? Herbs. She had it with lavender. Are there any others that I can add? So I'm all about, okay, what's the next level? So I began to learn. I began to learn about mullein, and I'm like, wait a minute, you can dry your lungs. You can have amazing medicine that opens you up. Mullein, fell in love with it. I'm growing it now. And then I learned about spearmint and the beautiful effects in your chest and in your body, how in the aftertaste. Because a lot of people, I don't like the aftertaste of cannabis. You have spearmint; it's a whole different experience. And then I'm like, okay, how do I help people connect with their body, go back into their body, learn about Damiana, beautiful medicine. And then I have other aromatics, hibiscus. I have orange peel. I have chamomile. So all these things are all natural. And the pre-rolls, and then so I don't play. When I build a car, if I have three tires on, I'm pushing that car on the road, and I'm putting the last tire as we're pushing. We'll figure it out later. I don't wait until perfect. So I'm like, hey, I made this, try it. So I went to the connoisseurs that know this world. I said, I made this. What do you think? Oh wow! I kept refining, and I kept testing and testing and testing until I'm like, I think I got something here, because I had a lot of testimonials, a lot of people saying, I love this. This is amazing. And then people were saying, I don't really connect with cannabis, but I do connect with the herbs. Will you consider doing just the herbs? I said, say less. The same day, go back, do the recipe without the cannabis. Immediate demand. Immediate
demand.
Because I had immediate obedience. Immediate. So I keep saying to people, I am one smoke away from these being a household name. Because I did my part. My part was to create it.
And that's the calling. It's like, yeah, do your part. And
do my part.
I'll do whatever it takes. And there it is, yeah. And then let it flow.
And let it flow.
Because it wants to be.
It wants to be.
It wants to be.
It wants to be. And then the next level, I always say, that's not my business. I did my part. Now it's up to God to put me in the right places and the right names.
So you have one here with the flower.
Yeah, which is only 10%, by the way.
10% of flower of cannabis.
Yeah.
Just 10%. So the other 90% is mullein, lavender, damiana, spearmint. Then you also have chamomile, red raspberry, hibiscus, lemongrass, orange peel.
Yeah. So all of those plants, all the benefits of those plants, are you taking in? You're taking the essence of every single herb. I chose them specifically. It's not only the aromatics. It's not only because they're cool. Every plant is good for you, and it opens you up. And we have been closed up for so long. So I'm like, well, how do I create something?
Yeah. They close it up, but then they send it back to us. This is crazy. then they have like the finest minds coming out of the top universities, going into places like Wall Street, into these factories to create flavors. Why? When it's here, the herbs are here. It's natural.
And I share all the ingredients because people are putting things in their body. They don't even know what's in a cigarette.
They don't even know. Yeah.
They don't even know.
They don't want to know what's in cigarettes.
They don't want to know.
No.
They don't want to know. So
No.
for me, it's like, I'm going to be transparent. I'm not going to give you the formula, but I'll tell you what's in it. And the
Right,
formula
right.
is mine.
Right, of course. It was given to you.
Yeah, it was.
And the other one, this one here, this is the one that I enjoyed just earlier. And
Yeah.
I tell you, how could I tell you? Yeah.
Tell me.
Oh my God. Just smooth, like even inhale, no choking or nothing like that. And just mellow, smooth. The taste also, even still, I taste like the spearmint there. It's that experience of that. Really nice and light.
Yeah.
And then I was also sharing with you, hey, this is great for dreams too. And you were telling me, yes, you can also use this too.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Like, before you go to bed and
before you go to bed, before a lot of us don't realize the power of rest. And that you can tell your body, I'm gonna rest, but can you be doing these things while I'm resting? So you can have your medicine and set the intention, you journal, and you're like, okay, I have this question that I don't have the answer to. Before you go to bed, have your mind working on that. Take the medicine. Work on this tomorrow morning. Let me know what you come up with. And then you get your answer even before you wake up, most of the time.
Incredible.
Because you're open. These herbs are medicine, and they are alive, and you can talk to them. I know it might sound crazy to some, but they are literally organisms that are alive.
I say try it. What would you have to lose to try it? At least try it. And if it works, then there you go. If it don't work, then don't do it again. That's it.
But even that, if it works, whenever you take medicine from the Western world, people have the confidence that it will work because a guy told you with a white jacket or a woman told you that it was going to work. So you have that faith. So when I take medicine, this medicine or any other medicine that comes from our people, it is going to work.
Right.
I say, comes into my body.
Speak it into existence.
It is going to work.
Right.
The medicine has no other choice.
Right.
My body has no other choice but to align itself to that medicine. Because I already declare it so.
That's what's happening in doctors' offices, that you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. They say these things, but then they notice the after effects and those type of things.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna help you heal this, but it's gonna destroy all these other things.
Right.
Or they speak to you and say, you have diabetes. I'm like, cancel clear, I do not.
Right.
Whatever thing they have. Like, I'm 49 years old. There's a lot of things that run in the family that I come from. How many pills do I take? Zero. I have zero issues, no pain.
I've got family, and I have family, and I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
You go to the kitchen table, there's like 15 or 18 different medications. You're taking all of it.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Because the thing is talking about, and I feel very strongly about this, that they have incantated themselves into, because I'm getting, and I always say my age for a reason, because I said I'm skipping old age. You get to say that.
Right.
My body doesn't think it's 49.
Right.
My body doesn't
What
act
does that
like
mean
it.
anyway?
What does it mean? So they believe, oh yeah, you cannot wear that anymore. And I'm like, first of all, I have the body for that. I'm gonna wear whatever the fuck I want. And second of all, who says that it's an age thing that I cannot wear this anymore?
Exactly. Yeah. Or you can't do that. No, you go. You might get hurt.
Or you I get hurt. You're gonna get arthritis. Or they say this to themselves. I'm very careful the way I speak. They say they will get arthritis, because I won't even use me as an example. And it's like, what do you mean you're gonna get arthritis? Why are you saying that? You're enchanting yourself with those words.
I know. I do quite a bit of running too. And I had someone close to me too. They said, man, you're running so much, you're gonna mess up your knees. And I'm like, what? Cancel, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna mess up my knees? Like, I'm out here, I'm doing it. And if my knees hurt, I just keep going. Or I rest a day or two and heal up.
Or you take some comfrey. I have some comfrey. When I see you, I'll bring you some. Okay, you go back into the woods and you get some comfrey. It's a comfrey salve. And as you have healing hands. You say, I have healing hands. You take that comfrey and you're rubbing it on your knees. Your knee is like, oh, thank you, bro.
I love that.
You're done.
I love that. So here we are. This is one of the things that you're offering out into this world. And it's called Sacred Smoke.
Sacred Smoke.
I see.
Yeah.
And I love the jars that you put them in. You have the ingredients in the back.
Yeah.
And these are like recyclable jars that you're putting them in.
These are recyclable jars. So they usually come in a beautiful packaging. But because we were at the festival, I knew that people were going to buy 1, 2, 3. They ended up buying 3 and 5. But I had the vision, like, why would I use up my packaging?
Oh, my goodness. That's great.
But they come in this beautiful packaging. But this also works because I love jars.
Mm.
Recycled, yeah.
Yeah, my wife is like that too. She's like,
Can't throw them away.
oh my God, yeah. You come from that. That's beautiful.
Collect them, yeah.
Yeah, and then I find myself looking for them. You know, at first I'm like, oh, just got another jar we're collecting.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking, like, oh, I need
What
a big
is
jar.
it?
Oh wow, up here, I could use it and
They're
put my
beautiful. It's what you put value in.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Where can people find the cards, and where can they find also the pre-rolls?
So everything except for the cannabis pre-rolls are on my website, catherinestoring.com. Everything is there.
catherinestoring.com.
Yeah. Yeah, everything is in there, especially the service that I have with the healing. That's the big thing. And I do one-on-one retreats, one-on-one immersion retreats. And that's another thing that I was obedient to. I was like doing it like everybody else, doing groups, 8. And I'm like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. Like somehow began to copy what others without even noticing.
Right.
And then, so I stopped and I'm like, I follow the feeling in my body because now my nervous system is regulated. Many people don't know that their nervous system is out of whack and they don't know, me included. So I took a time out working with someone from the DR. She's amazing. It's a beautiful women's mastermind. And all she does is self-regulate, nervous system regulating. Then I'm like, wait a minute. So I asked him, like, am I punking out if I cancel this thing? And she's like, I said, let me talk this out. I'm like, I think it's supposed to be one-on-one. And she said, you will be punking out if you go from retreats to selling mangoes. No, you're not punking out. You're just realigning. And she said, and first of all, when you first told me, you said it was one-on-one. And I'm like, okay. So it's the immersion of, we're going to go places like this in nature, disconnect from technology and all these things, and going in with the medicine and looking in where is your nervous system dysregulated and having deep conversations and healing. That to me, it's what the work is.
I see you're a powerful sister. I mean, just when I met you, and then we got to work with some of the people here at the Purple Sage, not only doing the festival, speaking with people coming and going. I saw you was working with people there. You had them laying down. You did the sound and all of these other intuitions that you were. I'm very observant like that. But even afterwards too, we had the sacred little bit of breath work, and we work in some different areas. And I just observing you, how you work and how you help someone and holding space for them. And I said, wow, man, she's got it. That powerful. You're powerful, sister.
Thank you.
I see you.
I see you. And I feel the resonance, and I feel that it comes from such a beautiful place. And we talked about that earlier. We're not bragging about when we say we're healers and we're doing these things. It's a pleasure to be seen. Like, to me, it's like, wow, it just blesses me when somebody says, I see you. Right. I'm being obedient. Right. I'm in the right, on the right plane. I'm doing the right thing. Yes. And it's just a reminder, keep going. Right. So to you, I say, keep going. Thank you. Be seen. You see me. Yeah, I do. No. And I see that version. And I said earlier, this is all these seeds that you have been planting. It's time. They're germinating. They're germinating. Thank you. That's what we're doing here. Yeah. The Purple Sage Festival. Yeah. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for sharing your medicine and all of that. And people are going to find you. I'm going to leave all that information in the show notes. That way people can find Kat. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's Catherine. It's Catherine. Yeah. Catherine. And your last name? Storing. Storing. Yeah. Wow. Storing. That's incredible. It's you perfect. Know that, right? I know. It's amazing. Like, I needed to get married to find it. It's incredible how I separated her from the person because it was mine all along. And I'm storing, like, whenever I think about it and how it goes, and it's amazing. And it's not me negating my heritage. I'm always be Piñeiro. That's still there, you know. What's the last name from? Piñeiro. 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 Okay. Piñeiro. That's very Portuguese and stuff. Probably ancestors traveling and going different places, right? But the storing, I really resonate with it. I really do. Right. It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for this conversation. It's super powerful. I know people that will resonate towards it and receive this as medicine too. Yeah, I hope they do. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, people. Until the next time. Peace.